everyone. Now we are going to see some idea about graphical user interface. Earlier stages of operating systems, cryptic commands were used as an interface between the user and the operating systems. That was more secure, but it cannot be applicable to easy access of the user. Then it was overcome by the graphical user interfaces, where the commands, that is the cryptic commands, were replaced by the graphical representations, and GUI provide a user to operate in an easy way and provide an easy user interfaces. So coming to the advantages of GUI, it is as I mentioned earlier, it was very user friendly and more efficient, and there is an windowing technology. Let's see about those things. So windowing technology means the single screen is divided into various partitions, and each one will have some different applications in different sizes, which will be easy to handle by the user. This partitions is called as windowing technology. So then coming to the components of GUI, the basic components are menu bars, scroll bars, controls, dialog boxes and feedbacks. These components provides the user an easy access to the content and to interact with the system. Menu bars are the menu bar consists of the items and pull down menus that will be shown in the screen, and it will be can be accessed easily by the user. For example, in the file menu, edit menu and view and all those things. Actually major menus will be displayed like this, that is the file, edit and view, all those things. When getting into that menu bar, that is a pull down menu which will give much more options to the user to handle the contents. Menu items has two parts: action parts and accelerator part. Actually, when user is going to the menu and using the controls as such, means that is the action part, and if the user is using the shortcut keys which is provided in the keyboard, that is called as an accelerator part. That is what I have mentioned. The action part is on the left side, and accelerator part, that is the shortcut keys, are mentioned in the accelerator part. It can be seen in this picture. For example, save form, that is the save menu is shown here. When the user is getting into the menu bar, this is a pull down menu, and he can click the save to save the content. If it is time consuming, means the user can use the shortcut key control S, that is the accelerator part of the menu. So both can be used by the user according to his requirement. And then the scroll bars are used to see the informations which is not visible on the window. If the content is too much to be displayed in the window, the scroll bars provides an easy access to the content when the viewer is going to getting into the content. So two types of scroll bars are there: horizontal and vertical. If it is moving from right to left, that is the horizontal scroll bar, and if it is going from upward to downwards, that is the vertical scroll bar. These kind of scroll bars can be used in many contents, regular applications, or in web applications also. Web applications are based on these kinds of contents, that is the components which is in the window, like this. The scroll bars are shown here: horizontal scroll bar and vertical scroll bar is here. And there are certain controls which plays a major role in GUI in interacting with the user. Using these controls, user can easily access the content in the window. Few are text boxes, command button, list box, combo box, option box, check box and label box. Text box is getting for input from the user. There are also advanced level of text box, that is the rich text box, which will handle much more text, more than the regular text box. So this text box, we will get the input from the user, and it will process, getting into the process. Then is the command button or push button. It can also called as a push button. Whatever it is, that is commonly called as a button. So when some events have to be taken place, the user will be click the button, which can be called as a command or push. For example, when a person, that is when the user is giving some inputs and all those things, he will be submitting the application, or he will give the okay, or some kind of events to be occurred means he will be clicking the button. So next is the combo box and list box. Combo box is mainly used for listing much items. Actually both are used for listing the contents within them. The combo box will have a text area where the user can just type and get the option which is already available in the box. Okay. So that is an option, and list box will have just only a list area. So next is the next is the option button and checkbox. Option button, that is both are used for listing many items within it. Okay, if the user wants to give many choices, more than one choices, then he will be going for this one. The combo box will have the text area and list area and list area text area, and list box will have only the list area, right? So for example, option button, option 1, option 2 are the this button is also called as radio button, where the user can only select only one option. But in checkbox, that is the checkbox, the user can go for more than one options. For example, if the user wants to if the user is having many more sports activities or some activities, means he can choose more than one. But when coming to the gender or like that kind of information, he can choose only one. That will be available only in the option button. Otherwise it is also called as a radio button. Then it is the label. Label is used to identify the content or the controls where the user is getting into it. If the label is not mentioned, or if it is absent, or if it is misplaced, then there will be a lot of confusions, or there is a possibility to give the wrong input by the user. So label plays an important role wherever we are using the controls. Label have to be used to display the informations where the user have to give the input, or the user have to interact. So this is the label. And next one is the dialog box. Dialog box, as its name mentions, it will be communicating with the user, representing the windows, window contents. So actually it is mentioned mainly used for informations, giving the informations to the user, and also it can get the input from the user. For both conditions, both situations, dialog boxes will be used. So model dialog box and modeless dialog box. If there is any information or a warning, then a dialog box will be open in the window. The user will be just closing the dialog box, or click OK like that. Okay, so that will not get any input from the user, just it will alert the user about some content. Okay, certain times it will be getting the information from the user. For example, while saving content, Word document or any other thing, saving a file, the dialog box will be opened, which will be getting the input from the user. Without getting the information from the user, the dialog box will not go. Okay, so these are the two kinds of dialog boxes where the user can interact with the content. Which I have mentioned is this one, file dialog box, saving the file. So here the input have to be given by the user before the dialog box getting closed. If the document have to be saved, the input have to be given by the user, that is the form name, content name. So modeless dialog boxes will not expect the user to respond, just it will give an alert message or warning like that. Okay, so those content will not get any input from the user. So there is some feedback. Normally in all GUI applications there will be a feedback after some actions. If the menu is clicked means the user will get some response. Okay, so the same thing, if an application is opened, if it is getting opened, it will show the content, that is the system will show the user that the application is going to be opened, and that is the in between time is the waiting time. Okay, for example, hard glass pointer, which will be telling that CPU is getting ready to show the application or the process the application. Okay, the same way progress bar, both are examples, both are example for this one. The progress bars will be while you would have known that when the when an image is getting loaded, it will shows loading in the web applications also. So Windows also the same thing. If the content is getting loaded getting loaded, the glass pointer or glass pointer, otherwise the progress bar will tells the application is getting loaded or the content is getting loaded into the display. Okay, so this is the feedback. This is the hot glass and the progress bar. So there is another content, that is an icon. It is a graphical representation of an application or utility. Okay, so a good icon should be able to identify by the user and it should be easily accessed by the user. Okay. So here a few icons are given. On seeing the icon itself, the user have to get what is that means, that is the application, what the application means, whether it is the recycle bin. If it is shown as a dustbin, that is the bin. Okay, so if it is shown as a computer, my computer, like that. So here are few icons. You could see the mouse and keyboard. The icons shows that the applications is directing to the content related to the keyboard or mouse or internet options or power button, power options or any other thing which is needed by the user. Okay, so the icon must be much more clear, which should be easily understood by the user, then only it will be useful for the proper GUI. And there are also some comparison between the three operating systems, MS-DOS, MS Windows and MS Windows NT networking. Okay, DOS prompt is a single task operating system and Windows is a multitasking, but when coming to the network, it is a multi-user also. Okay, Windows normal Microsoft Windows is multitasking, but it is not multi-user, but it is networking is multi-user. Okay, so DOS prompt uses the command user interfaces. Coming to Windows and Windows network uses the GUI, graphical user interfaces. For MS-DOS, there is no need of operating system actually. This is single, as it is a single user and single task operating system. When coming to Windows, it needs some operating system to handle the contents. Network also don't need operating system to be run at the top, as it is a network. Okay, when coming to Windows network, it is a portable operating system and runs on any platform, as it is a network which is having different kinds of systems. Okay, so which is not possible in that means they are not portable in Windows and DOS prompts. Okay, so don't have network built-in network in DOS prompts and Windows also, because they are not connected to the network, they are not representing the network. But MS Windows networking NT needs the built-in network support. Multi-threading also, both DOS prompts and Windows not supporting, but network is supporting. So symmetric process is not allowed in DOS prompts and also the Windows, but it is possible in the networking. Coming to the processor, and Windows NT uses the 32-bit processor. Networking uses 32-bit processor, and regular Windows uses 16-bit, and DOS prompt also 32-bit processor. Okay. So virtual memory is possible only in the network, which is not available in DOS or Windows. When coming to file accessing, both DOS prompt and Windows uses the FAT technique, and NTF as that is the new technology file system is used in the networking. So thank you.